Hey guys! I know this video is gonna be long because it's gonna be my whole IVF process and just all of that. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Also wanted to apologize for my glasses. You probably can see my ring light through them, but you know, my contacts were bothering me and I just had to take it out. In my last video, I had mentioned that I wanted to put my videos out there or put myself out there during this infertility process and kind of just like what I've done, what I've gone through, and just all of that for anybody that has any question, anybody that's interested. And if this can help anybody, then I'm all for it. So that's what this video is about. Let's go ahead and just like begin with this because it's gonna be like a 50-minute video if I don't start. So I kind of touched on like what I went through 2 years ago with the miscarriage and all of that. I do want to mention the medical problems that I had that led me up to all of this infertility stuff. So I have PCOS. If you don't know what that is, it's Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. It affects 1 out of every 4 women out there. It can be anywhere from very mild and like you just don't notice a difference, all the way to pretty severe. You can have surgery, procedures done, things like that. So what it is fibroids and cysts growing in your uterus walls. So people that have irregular periods, which I am one of them, tend to have this problem. Of course, you know, see your doctor. Like, I'm not saying that that's what you have if you have irregular periods, but typically that is like one of the issues. So I'm very irregular. I have PCOS. PCOS affects your insulin, it affects your weight, it affects a lot of things. But with PCOS, you know, I gained a lot of weight. I have really, really high testosterone levels, or I had really, really high testosterone levels. I didn't notice anything because I wasn't growing like facial hair. I wasn't growing hair on my body. Really, the biggest thing that it affected me was my irregular periods and my weight gain. So I gained a lot of weight getting out of high school. Let's see, I left high school at probably like 140 and I hit my max of like 201. So it's a lot of weight. Anyways, that is what I was diagnosed with. So back in 2014, on how I ended up pregnant was I had a procedure done where they go into your uterus and they pretty much remove everything that's not supposed to be there. So they removed all of the cysts, all of the fibroids that built up over time for me. I went like a whole year without having a period, so if you can imagine, there was a lot up there. And they also kind of fixed the shape of my uterus to be a little bit more normal. So when this happened, that's when I was like on my period for like a month straight because I felt like I was bleeding to death. And I ended up pregnant because I was just like cleared up. So, you know, after the miscarriage, I started seeing my endocrinologist, which helps with PCOS and weight loss and things like that, just kind of all your hormones in your body. I was prescribed some medication to help balance my PCOS as well as help me lose weight and balance all my hormones and lower my testosterone levels. Fast forward to now, I'm currently down 36 pounds and still going. I have changed my diet a little bit. I mean, I did really, really good last, like up until like the summer, but yes, I changed my diet. I exercised more because my hormone levels were starting to be normal. I lost the weight a lot faster, and overall I just feel so much better. So I've been on those pills for like a year and a half, no, like a year. And I just recently saw my endocrinologist like 2 weeks ago, and everything is like 100% awesome. So all my levels are good. I still need to lose a little bit more weight to be in like a healthy like average. But yeah, overall I'm super happy, so I'm not complaining. Like, I feel the healthiest I've ever felt, ever. Okay, so now for my fertility journey. The reason why we started seeing a fertility doctor again was because I found out that, you know, Sephora covers for infertility and IVF and all that stuff. So, you know, we were like, let's like fast track this a little bit more and start to see a doctor. Your initial consultation is, you of course make your appointment to see a doctor and to go over everything, like your whole entire process, what your insurance is going to cover, what you're going to pay out of pocket, things like that. That is your like first doctor's appointment. And then from there, they kind of set you up on a whole lot of different things. Because I don't have my periods, they did have to prescribe me medication to help me get my period, which I started taking. It's 10 pills, it's called Provera. You take it and then you get your period. So what happens is once you get your period, just shit goes so fast. So then you get like your blood work done on your 3rd day of your period, and you have my first initial one. I had 17 vitals of blood taken out of me, which I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. This time, not so much. I probably did like 10 total. So you get blood work done, and then you come in, you also get another physical, and then on your 7th to 10th day of your period, technically you probably won't have your period for that long, but during that time is when you go in and you get, I don't know the term of it, I think it's like a sonogram or something like that. Well, it's where they go and do an ultrasound in you, and they put a catheter in your uterus, and they pretty much shoot some fluid up in there and just kind of see all of your eggs. They check your ovaries, they check your uterus, they check all of that. And this is where they determine how many mature embryos they see on each side of your ovaries. They check to see if you have any cysts and all of that. So you have 12 eggs on one side and 12 eggs on the other side, and you want to have 24 really good eggs. What happens is, in a normal cycle, is one of the eggs released, you have your period, all the other eggs die. Sometimes not all the eggs grow, and because I don't have that process of eggs coming down, that's why I don't get a period. And depending on like where you go, what your diagnosis is, you can have a procedure done, which is like what I had done the very first time to, you know, fix anything that needs to be fixed before any type of treatment. Because everything looked good for me, I did not grow back any cysts since my last procedure 2 years ago. They didn't need to perform that procedure on me again. And I have 16 mature eggs out of the 24, which is still a good amount, so yay me. So what the doctor thinks is, because all of my hormone levels are, like, all of my blood work came back perfect, nothing was like wrong with me, my PCOS wasn't, you know, causing any issues, nothing. The doctor thinks the reason why I'm not having a regular period or ovulating is because they check your, I think it's FSH levels or FSA levels. They check that, and it's like a hormone signal that your brain tells your eggs to release. What's happening is that my brain is telling my eggs to release so I can ovulate, have a period, be normal, but my eggs do not want to listen. They're just like, no, I'm cool, I'm hanging out here. I don't want to move. That is what she thinks is happening with me. So it's making it really hard for us to get pregnant. But so far, that is the process that we've gone through. And of course, your husband or your partner will have to do a semen analysis where they make sure he's okay, and you know, my husband, everything is fine with him. But that gets done too, and he gets some blood work done too to make sure everything's okay. That's kind of the process leading up to before any like treatment. So after I got my sonogram, which is that my ultrasound checking everything, you set up for your final consultation, and in your final consultation you go over everything that you did to make sure everything is right, anything's wrong, things like that, and then you talk about the different type of treatments. I don't want to go into all the treatments because I'm not going to be doing any of those. I just want to focus on IVF. yeah, that's what we decided to do because I do have some tubular issues, and with the tubular scarring and my egg not wanting to move, the doctor, you know, decided, and so did we, decided that IVF would be the best option, because then at that point they're just going in there and they're pretty much sucking the eggs out and they're gonna do what they need to do. So I don't have to rely on my body and my hormones to act the way they need to act to try to get pregnant. They're just gonna manipulate all of that. So right now we are currently at like a standstill. We're still waiting for our insurance to authorize everything and then we can move forward. My doctor is currently gonna be on maternity leave, which I did not know she was pregnant. A good thing there are other doctors in that office that I might be going to, which is unfortunate because I love my doctor. If I do go with her, they're saying that I won't do an egg retrieval until like November, and I won't be able to implant until like January, which like we're not wanting to wait for, but you know, we're still waiting for our insurance. We're waiting for it. We're like super excited. We are hopeful, worried of course, but I feel like everything is gonna go good. I have such a positive like mindset about it, and I have so much support around me for it that like I can't be negative. You know, I'm so lucky and so grateful that both myself and my husband have amazing insurances to cover everything for us to make this possible. So like, you know, if it doesn't happen the first time, then like it's okay. I know we will be parents. When that will be is, you know, up to fate. And I'm excited to share this journey. 2 years ago, I was very private about it. Like I wasn't very open about, you know, what I was doing fertility wise and just all of that and the miscarriage and, you know, and I'm in such a happy, healthy place now that I'm like, I want to share this and I want to share this journey. If it's a heartache at the end of it, then I want to share that too, because that's like real life. That's what people go through. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that was super informative. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And once we get this ball rolling, I will vlog some more. I will catch you guys all in my next update. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.